put that in front, I guess, to show you something. Alright, live, here we go. This is Barry Selby. There we go. Got a shiny head in this room. Thanks for joining me. People start rolling in. Nice to have you here. Hi, Yvonne. Welcome, come on in. If you're first time here, the routine we go through is this. Well, let me just position that down just a little bit. There we go. More on the screen so I can be above the... Yeah, okay, let me do this. Let me be less squinty from that way. Hey, how are you? Welcome. Thanks for joining me. Please go ahead and invite your followers. Go on Twitter, share it there, all that sort of stuff, and blast the hearts because I'm knocking out some numbers. Thank you so much. So we're doing things out of sequence, and that's one of the things I love about Periscope that keeps me on my toes. Hey, hey, nice to have you here. And I'll keep going, padding because I want to get more of you in here because there should be at least 25, 30 people joining us, so let's roll this puppy out. So again, please invite your followers, please invite your friends, share us on Twitter, etc., etc. Glad you're here. We need shirts. That's a conversation we've been talking about Perry 10K shirts. This is interesting because I'm doing two different share scope things today, and this is the first one I'm doing, which is the Perry 10K share-a-thon. I'm doing another one in 2 hours with a different group, so I remember which topic I'm talking about. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about today is what would you do if you knew you could not fail? And this is the topic I suggested to the group, so I've got to come up with some stuff. And one of the things I'm doing right now is I'm flying by the seat of my pants, as it were. I don't have a script except one thought. Oh, Barry shirts. Thank you. Well, it's funny, if you're on Facebook, there's these ads that pop up that put up t-shirts related to who you are or where you're from. They're really silly ones, so I wonder if that's real or not. Anyway, hey, good to have you here. Thanks for joining me. Please invite your followers and your friends on Twitter and on, what you call it? Thank you there for doing that. Oh, back and forward. Okay, sorry, thanks. Thank you, Katya, for doing that. So please, share on Twitter, invite your followers, and blast the hearts on the screen. I'll get to the topic, and basically I'll say this. Because something Katya started talking about, other people started talking about, is fear. Fear is a massive, yes, I'm in LA. Fear is a massive motivator, and things I want to say about fear. Fear isn't real, unless it's physical safety fear. Sorry, strapping the lights up a little bit more. But I want to say that there's two definitions of fear that I love. They're acronyms, rather, or using fear as an acronym. One of them is fantasized or false expectations appearing real, because we make stuff up. And that's the thing. We do create our delusional reality about what doesn't work, and it's not true. We can do anything we want. And in fact, one of my favorite acronyms or use of fear as an acronym, fear is forget everything and run. Which I love, because it's what we do. We panic and drop everything to get out of the way and run away, and it's a joke. Now the thing about this is, and like this scope that just shifted where I had to jump in because we couldn't find our other person in the sequence, that could bring up a lot of fear for me, going, oh my god, what am I going to do? But what I got was this chance to share, to serve, to make a difference. And part of my work, it's so much about the heart. Yes, I am the love doctor. I am the heartbreak repair specialist, and I did write a book about love. That's what this is. And in fact, that's the thing. When you know you cannot fail, when you know you're not going to fail, you can do stuff like write books. I never planned on doing that, but that's the thing. When you take down that wall, that delusion, that false perception of fear, you can do anything you want, and that's what I want to talk about. It's the possibility of what's possible in this world. What I love watching is innovation. What I love seeing is people doing new things that have never been done before, because that, to me, is living without fear. It's not necessarily going out and skydiving, which I've done. It's not necessarily jumping out of perfectly good airplanes, you know. It's not about necessarily kayaking across the Atlantic or something insane like that. It's about what can you do, I believe. If you knew you could not fail, what could you do to make the world a better place? That's what I want you to do. I want you to step out, yes, false expectations appearing real, and then forget everything and run are the two different acronyms. Exactly, Kevin. How can you worry about what hasn't happened yet? That's the thing. It's what is it you can do. And personally, I'm biased about this, because I'm about making the world a better place. Perry 10K, there's a link, you check it out there. It's perry10k.com/join to give you all the information about signing up. There is a fee, yes, monthly. And it's worth it, because we get to collaborate and do some messy things together. And what Katya wants to do Excuse me? Yes, so if you can say one more thing, you're out. Just so you know, so if you're a troll, you'll be nuked. So again, I'm passionate about making a difference in the world. I'm so clear that we need to be improving what's around us. So what could you do if you could not fail that would add to the world? Okay, so that was twice. You're out. Yeah. Okay. So it's about making a difference. Yeah, well, white was out. Right. Sorry, getting distracted by trolls. How annoying is that? That's not fear or being afraid to fail. That's about dealing with what's going on. So get back to the point. What can you do in the world? What can you do in your life, in your society, in your community that makes a difference, a positive difference? Yeah, trolling the trolls. It's a troll kicking. It's a block party, as you say, and that's what I want to talk about. You said you have an interview today and you feel you messed up because you were so nervous. So here's the thing. If you're nervous, and I was said in one of the first scopes, is breathe. The best thing you can do is come present. Because fear, again, is an illusion. Fear is this thing we do to stop ourselves from getting what we want. It's a joke. And for me, I got clear, and that's something around our Periscope, it stretched my comfort zone so much bigger than it ever was before. Because not only am I doing video, which I'm getting better at on YouTube, I'm doing video in front of a live audience. Oh my God. But it's actually fun. And yeah, I don't get to dress up fancy. You know, I got like light shining off my head, and it's like, oh damn, I'm showing my, lack of hair. I get over it because it's not about me, and that's the reason why I think about this. It's like, what would you do if you could not fail? It's not about you anymore. It's about what is it you can do, and what is it you're being used for. What is it that's coming through you? What's the message that you're meant to deliver? When you get to that point, nothing will stop you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks, Miguel. I appreciate that. It's that strength. Well, that's the thing. That's self-consciousness stuff that we deal with. And we all have that stuff. Whether it's women with lipstick, guys looking like right on camera. It's all our own stuff. But again, if your message is clear enough. Well, the thing about failure is it only counts if you don't get up. Because like walking, the definition of a successful walker is a person who got up one more time than they fell down. Same thing with success. Keep going, keep stepping in, keep doing it again. If you messed up once, get up and do it again. And I'm going to talk about this in the other one we talk about fear in that one. I've done enough periscopes now, and the other ones are gone, thankfully. But when you do the periscopes, they're practice. You do them again and again. And the good thing about periscope is if you don't like a periscope, delete it. It isn't the end of the world. If it's not that bad, leave it out there anyway. Let yourself have the chance to explore, experiment, and grow. My life is transformed because I tried new things and expanded beyond my comfort zone. Because it really did make a difference. Thank you, Bryn, for that one. Stop sucking and start succeeding. Nice one. Yeah. Bryn's going to bring some massive stuff to Periscope now she's on. It's going to be great watching her explode in this arena. It's awesome. Periscope rocks. And I love being in this environment because it stretches me every single day. I'm doing 4 scopes a day now. It wasn't intended, but that's the way it's going because that's what's calling me forward. And this is a vehicle to share, to grow, to express. If I did live events, it might be different. But doing it here with people all over the world, it's beyond amazing. It's stretching us into a whole new place of being. So, good scopes, crap scopes, it's all good. Katya, you just jumping in, okay, yeah, doing your thing. Thanks for jumping in, by the way, on the hot seat that moment, and I'm grateful I could go on this one. I think we're getting close to my 10 minutes. I'm not sure who's up next after this, so I don't have my computer. I just closed my lid on the computer, so I can't see what's going on. Who's next on this sequence? Okay, Yan Lee is next. Awesome. She rocks, and I need to take up her challenge. She did a challenge yesterday about talking about period 10K. I'll do a scope on that. That'll be my 5th one today. It's fun. No, I'm not. And if that's the thing. Trolls are a great test of if you're still afraid or not. If you're still willing to go forward and trolls jump in and you don't block them or you worry about them or sort of stuff, it gets in your way. So you let it go. And that's the thing about this work. It's about growing and expanding and stepping up. Thank you, Yvonne. I appreciate that. So, Miss Yan Lee is on next. Can you throw up some emojis? Because I think you're up in about like a minute, because I think I've gone about 10 already. Well, that's a gift I have that I use. I'm actually going to be doing an audio book because my book, women love it, but they want to hear it. What can I say? Interesting. You know, sometimes it's hitting that block though as well. Thanks for the praise and the feedback, and thanks for all the hearts. You want to give your hearts? You just tap on the screen. I don't know. You know, I'm on 4 more times today, it looks like. So you feel free to watch on other ones. So it is true. Yeah, trolls are interesting because that's just the throwaway people. They don't care. So I see purple hearts. It may not be you. You checked if that's your hearts or somebody else's hearts. So anyway, thank you for all the hearts. Thanks for the love. Again, it's about making a difference. Courtney, that's not my skill set necessarily, but you know, I like waking people up versus putting them to sleep. You know, yeah, and that's the other thing about this community. I'll say that, shout out what Katya said too. You know you won't fail if you have people who support you. Yeah, it changes colours all the time. That's the fun thing about this. You never get the same colour. Like usually you get different colours all the time. But the thing about community is, especially in Periscope, there are so many communities growing in Periscope that support each other, us growing and doing our truth. It rocks. I love this empowerment that's happening. It's organic. Thank you. I love my voice too now. I've owned it more. Again, I'm not afraid of speaking now. So, and that's the thing Periscope has added to, is allowing me to speak more clearly, more comfortably, and be more heard, which is something I was messed up with a while back. I was confused by or scared of doing. I'm getting over that. Periscope is an avenue to be more comfortable. Yan Lee's live, great. Okay, so I'm going to be signing for shortly. Those of you following me, I'll be inviting you to join her. Oh yeah, I've had lots of fear in my life. You're welcome, glad you like it. Do movie trailers. Actually, I know the guy who does those. He lives in Palos Verdes. This guy's a rock star who does all the movie trailers. He's way more. He's a big guy too. That's Ashton. Anyway, no, I'm not. So I'm going to sign off because Yan Lee is now on. Come and join us on the next round of the Share-a-thon and find out what it is you can do if you could not fail. All right, folks. Thanks for joining me. I will see you in the next scope. I'll be participating with you. Thank you so much. And take care of yourselves, okay? Love all the hearts. Appreciate all the help, and thanks for that banter back and forth. Thanks to Ian, thanks to Courtney. I appreciate you guys a lot. And I'll be back on in my own scope in about an hour. See you guys soon. Well, there's still hearts are coming in. All right, see you soon.